Dragon Age Inquisition may wind up going down as the last great game that BioWare put out. Mass Effect Andromeda was considered good combat, mediocre story, which, for a BioWare game, that's like, Jimi Hendrix has great lyrics, but so-so guitar playing this time. I mean, you're really dropping the ball in the area that you're known for. And as for Anthem, that needs no explanation. Although the Kotaku article on its development is a I can't turn away from this car accident experience that I encourage you to seek out and read. But Dragon Age Inquisition went over very well with people, a vast improvement over the ill-advised release of Dragon Age 2. This game shows no signs of sparing effort in making this a great experience. Now that being said, I have a confession to make. It's a game that I haven't actually finished yet. I'm actually rather grateful that this is in the queue because I didn't stop playing the game because I didn't like it, but rather because of, well, I'll get to it later when it will make more sense in context. But what that means is that this isn't going to be typical. You and I, or rather our beloved hero, are going to see things unfold together. I will have no more idea where it's going than you do. In fact, less so if you've actually played the game. So, with that, on we go into the virgin territory that is Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh yeah, that's not symbolic. No, that is what has just happened. Our poor hero can't even get out of the title screen without disaster striking. Speaking of which, it's about time we put together our hero. I have already reconstructed the world state as best I can recall from the previous playthroughs of Tim the Enchanter and Hawk, so the world is already in place for his arrival. And we will be following the exploits of Harold the Lesser, a member of the human aristocratic family sent to this event to fulfill their obligation without wasting anyone of any actual importance. Harold was never very big on the nobility of combat. In fact, he prefers to use a bow because all the fighting is happening rather far away then. Nevertheless, he has found himself in the midst of this massive explosion that occurred at this summit between mages and the Chantry, leaving him... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Okay. No idea how I got into or out of that situation. Let's just file that under things to try to avoid in the future. Well, as if his day isn't bad enough, Harold wakes up to find out that not only has he been in the middle of an explosion and pursued by giant spider demon things, but now he's been arrested and is under armed guard. I'd say things can't get any worse, but after all of that, it's going to get worse out of sheer momentum.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
Well, I guess I'm the lucky one. Not that you could tell by current circumstances.
Explain this.
Oh yeah, I got some of the interdimensional explosion all over my hands I should have washed. What do you think I'm going to say? I don't know!
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then... a woman.
A woman?
She reached out to me. But then...
Go to the Ford camp, Liliana. I will take him to the rift.
I don't suppose there's any chance that good cop could bring me instead of bad cop, huh? No.
We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift.
Oh, crap. Is there any good news?
Unless we act, the Breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads.
Oh, I should have frickin' known that was the good news.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
Oh, this is so typical. The kennel door was left open. It must be Harold's fault. Oh, rats got into the barn. It must be Harold's fault. The end of the fucking world happens, and it's still somehow my fault.
They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars.
Yeah, I know all that. My father told me. Right before he said, and this time try not to embarrass me, Harold. The only good thing about my pending execution is the fact I won't have to see the look on that asshole's face.
There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
Oh, that's easy. How about my faith in humanity at the moment? Although you might need a magnifying glass to find it. Alright, so against all reason, we're running in the direction of the danger. Yeah, I know it's a bad choice world. You don't have to emphasize the point.
The pulses are coming faster now.
Oh, good. I was afraid this wouldn't be challenging.
The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Oh, good. The only one who can vouch for me is on the other side of a time-space anus that's currently farting out demons. Case in point, on our way, there's an attack. We wind up taking a little tumble, and then Bad Cop is off fighting demons, leaving me defenseless when one comes after me. Lucky thing there was a bow and some arrows nearby, otherwise they'd have to think of someone else to blame for the end of the world.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
Oh yeah, bad enough that you're dragging me into the center of the apocalypse, but you expect me to go in there unarmed? Hey, why don't we turn it into a potato sack race while we're at it?
You're right. I cannot protect you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless.
Finally, maybe she might reconsider arresting me, or pointing swords at me, or blaming me for mass murder, or telling the population of the world that I'm the stable master for the horsemen of the apocalypse. I can't believe the best news I've had today is that I'll have a kangaroo court rather than just a lynching.
Quickly! Before more come through!
Hey, you could maybe ask first before just grabbing my hand and shoving it at a portal, Nosferatu.
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Okay, well, good to know that there is an answer. Is there any way I can give it to anyone else? Like, I don't know, wipe my hand on their shirt or something? Because look, I'm gonna fuck it up, all right? I'm not the kind of person that you want for this sort of thing. It's not that I'm scared. I mean, yeah, I've pissed myself, okay? I fought like 20 demons. Obviously, my bladder is empty. But the point is that I screw up everything I touch, and now you're telling me that the end of the world can only be stopped by my hand. We're all going to die unless somebody else does this. No chance, huh? Oh, shit.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Solus is an apostate, well versed in such matters.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
Yeah, I got that part already. Yeah, if the world ends, it's my fault. I got it. So we head up the stairs, joined by our two newest team members. You probably recognize Varric with Bianca there from DA2, brought here by Cassandra to share everything that he had told her to the Great Divine. Only she got blown up, so a little late for that now. But with him and Soren helping out, we can reach the rendezvous with Liliana's forces.
Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Don't tell me I fought my way up a mountain through demons just to be executed. I could have stayed in the camp and had that. Fortunately, Cassandra and Liliana do not take this asshole seriously, recognizing that his authority extends only to ordering more paperclips.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Excuse me. Well, I for one am in favor of the mountains, on the grounds that I am not Conan the Barbarian, and so I'm not really equipped to fight my way through a temple full of monsters. It's kind of outside my skill set. I mean, I know I'm already pushing the envelope today as it is, but there's no need to flaunt it. I'm not going to do it while juggling chainsaws either. Let's try to be smart about our incredibly stupid plan. So after a whole lot of climbing and fighting and fighting and climbing, we finally managed to find another group near a rift. So, looks like I'm up.
Lady Cassandra! Lieutenant, you're alive!
Just barely.
Oh, shit. Looks like I didn't seal with a loving kiss on this one. Let's try it again. Oh, jeez, now it belched out a Slender Man at me. Now, is there any duct tape I can use to seal this thing shut already? Finally. Don't know what I did different that time, but just stay closed.
As before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Oh, thanks for giving me that nanosecond to bask in my success there, Short Round.
Closing rifts and saving soldiers. It's what I do.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
Well, if that's true, you'd be the first. So, with the path clear, the soldiers are free to withdraw. Lucky bastards. And we have to plunge on into the lime-flavored apocalypse.
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you.
I survived this? Damn. Maybe I did do it. No, nobody trusted me to do anything around here. If this happened because of me, it's only because somebody set it up ahead of time so that a squirrel could have done it by accident. Yep, seeing it up close doesn't make me any more optimistic about this plan.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
I'm here only because I fear death slightly more than I fear that thing. Liliana's forces are positioned around the perimeter. It's going to be my job to get down there and close the bottom one in the hopes that that takes care of the whole damn thing.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
So touch the green thing, don't touch the red thing. I sure am glad I'm not colorblind. So we finally make it down there.
Someone help me!
What's going on?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you.
Oh man, what's going on? Is that how I sound all the time? No wonder everyone thinks I'm thick.
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Want them!
We have an intruder. Kill him now.
Man, my day has been one long streak of people demanding that I be killed. I'm like the Rincewind of Ferelden.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
And that would mean...
That means demons! Stand ready!
Just for once, for the novelty of it, could we come up with a plan that I don't hate? Oh, fuck. Of all the sins this demon could be based on, apparently it chose steroid use. Well, the worst part is that I can't properly seal this thing up while Beelzehulk is running around out here kicking our asses. I can only do little temporary surges to at least cut it off so that maybe we can do some damage to it. As you can see, that's not as easy as it sounds.
Now! Seal the rift!
Okay, but I warn you, if anything bigger than that comes out of there, fuck the plan, I am running away. Did that work? Or did I just blow myself up?
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
It's fine. Wait, you would only come in if I was asleep? How's that supposed to make me feel any better?
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant.
Okay, I'm gonna need to get up on current events here. Again. After being knocked unconscious. Again. By a giant green portal. Again.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
So, at once, I guess. Okay, this is either very good or very bad. Which means it must be very bad.
That's him. That's the Herald of Andraste.
I wouldn't go that far. Just Herald's fine. Hey, weird thing. Everyone keeps sticking a "the" in front of my name. Could you get them to stop? It's just my tutor used to do that sarcastically and it pissed me off.
I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
Oh man, we know who wears the pants around here.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Well, duh. Any situation where I'm not left dead is more convenient for me. I get a lot more things accomplished that way. Thank you, Chancellor Obvious.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
Yeah, and don't forget about the Shadow Dude. He didn't recognize me, and he wanted me dead. Why would he do that if I was working for him?
The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
You can't honestly believe I'm any kind of chosen one.
We are all subject to the will of the Maker, whether we wish it or not. No matter what you are or what you believe, you are exactly what we needed when we needed it.
Look, no, there's been some kind of mix-up here. I don't know how this happened, but I'm Harold the Lesser, for crying out loud, and I wasn't called that because my father's named Harold. He named me after his horse. And he still called me Harold the Lesser because I was more useless. Okay? You need somebody else, somebody who knows about whatever the hell that thing is out there.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn.
Inquisition? Oh, we're not married to that name, are we? Because that's a name with a lot of baggage, you know.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Oh, how can I say no after a sales pitch like that? We are so fucked.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more. Help us fix this before it's too late.
Okay. I better use my right hand just to be safe. Only 95 theses, couldn't maybe pad it out to an even 100? I don't know how I'm going to get to sleep at night with that thing in the sky.